Welcome to another episode of UCRD Reviews. So today we're taking a look at yet another P-Banda exclusive Zaku II F2 variation. This one's the MS-06F-2 Zaku II F2 Neuen version anime. So Neuen was the commander of the Kimbareid base in Africa, and it was where Annabelle Gato went to acquire an HLV and escape up into space. And Neuen sacrificed not only the lives of his men, but his own life to fight off the Albion and allow Gato to escape. So, obviously, with all that said, this Zaku is from Gundam 0083. We have not had a figure of Neuen Zaku yet, but I was really excited when they announced it. This is the final Zaku II F2 variation coming out of 0083, and it's so exciting. In fact, I bought two of them, and I'll explain why in a little bit. But let's go ahead and take a look at what this really cool looking figure comes with. So this part may be pretty short because we've already seen the Zaku II F2 in a couple other variations. I'm not going to go over articulation or features much in detail. If you want to see that, check out the links in the description below for the other Zaku II F2 figures. But this is Neuen Zaku. You can see that it's mostly a single tone color scheme. The only gray is the backpack, joints, thrusters, stuff like that, bottom of the feet. So it's mostly just the Zaku green color all the way through, which I thought was pretty cool when I saw it in 0083. It's kind of a unique take. He didn't have some blue and green coloring or anything like that. He was just like, give me Zaku green and put it all over the mobile suit. So we have it here, and I think it looks quite nice. Has the commander antenna. You do get a replacement, and movable mono eye, effect part compatible thrusters, stand connector. You have all the hard points, bazooka storage, all that good stuff. And just like the Kimbareid Zaku, you can put the little boosters up here, which we'll show in the accessory section. But it also has a feature that the Kimbareid Zaku had, where you can take this off, remove the legs, and we'll go into that in a minute. But let's see what this one comes with. So the first thing this figure comes with is hands, everybody's favorite part of the accessory list. You have heat hawk hands, gun hands, and two different sets of opposing hands, and a beautiful gray hand rack. So, moving on, we have the 120mm Zaku machine gun with grenade launcher. Same one that comes with the others. Removable magazine, movable handle, movable camera. So all kinds of cool stuff. And even has rear iron sights that are totally useless because it's for a mobile suit. And it has a stock that spins, which is also equally useless. It's supposed to go back and forth, but it's Gundam, so who cares? We have a spare magazine for it up here, which I can't grab. I'm going to use the heat hawk. So you have a spare magazine so that you can attach it to the figure. You have this is the anti-aircraft magazine. This is the storable version that we saw with the Kimbareid Forces Zaku. And then you have the anti-aircraft magazine that actually goes on the gun. While I have this in my hand, this is the stored version of the heat hawk. And you have the deployed version. Again, all these accessories are the same ones that come with the other Zaku II F2 figures, one or the other. So you have the 3-tube missile pod leg straps, and then the missile pods themselves. Back panel will come off. You can remove all the missiles, all that good stuff, and they attach just fine. And you have, I guess we'll get these guys out, 2 hand grenades, which are storable even in the deployed position. These are the deployed ones. And then you have the there goes the commander antenna. Where's my heat hawk? We have the stored ones where the handle is receded into the hand grenade, and this is the little storage rack. These are removable, and you want to be careful with the storage rack. It can stress pretty easily because it's really thin, so keep an eye out for that. You do get storable magazines, all one piece, for the 90mm machine gun, which this figure doesn't come with. And you get these, which are the boosters that the Kimbareid Zaku comes with as well. These go on either side of the backpack. So, pretty cool. You also get these little bits here, which we'll actually talk about in just a second. So, moving into effect parts, you get 2 standard angled thruster effects, and then you get the new stuff. So, you get 2 of these. These are kind of, I guess, booster effects. When you have this on the backpack, you kind of have this connected like that, and it just simulates him making a jump, which is pretty cool. And then these 2 little pieces, so you have a bottom like that, and then a piece like this. These will actually go underneath. You see there's 4 different areas for this to plug into, and so it'll plug into the bottom, and you can actually plug this into the holes in the Tamashii Act 5 stands to kind of secure it. And this piece is on a ball joint, so it is actually really neat looking. You can use it for way more than just the Zaku II F2. You can use it for the GPO2 or Kimbareid Tetra or whatever you want to use it for. So really neat that we got these. I was really excited when I saw these in the promo pictures. I was really curious as to what this piece was when I saw it in the promo picture, but yeah, it just kind of locks it into the stand, which is pretty nice, so it's not just like sliding around. But yeah, so let's see what other gimmick this Zaku has. So I'm sure many of you already know why I bought 2 of these, and also why I ended up buying 2 of these. And it's because, just like the Kimbareid Zaku, you can rip his legs off. And once you have those ripped off, you can also rip his legs off. And you'll want this, and you'll attach this there, like so, and you'll put this back on there, and now you have the green leg variant that was seen in 0083. 1 or 2 of these Zakus were seen with green legs, and they actually didn't have the shoulder shield. At least one of them didn't. And so it was in this configuration. You can also just keep the shield on, or kind of do it however you want. But yeah, we have the green leg variant in Robot Spirits form, which is really cool. I didn't think they would do this, but when I saw this one had the leg swap ability, I knew they would do it with Neuen bidders and force me to buy 2 of each. Yes, I said force. I'm forced into it. I can't resist. So let's take a look at all these Zakus together. Alright, so we have the whole gang of Zaku II F2s here. We've got the standard one, which was the first release. We have the green leg version. We have Neuen bidders. We have the Kimbareid Forces version. And we have the Earth Federation colors. So the first thing I want to talk about in this section are these 2. So you can see Neuen bidders Zaku utilize the darker green off of the regular F2. And the rest of it's a bit lighter shade. You could hypothetically take the legs off of this and put them on this figure instead of buying 2 of these and 2 of Neuen bidders, but you can see the green legs are going to be a little bit different shade. You see I have this one configured like they showed it when they were shooting down the core fighter. There were, I looked it up, there were 2 green leg Zakus in those scenes. You have the Kimbareid Forces version with the armor plated head. You have the rocket boosters on both of these, so pretty cool. And then you have the Earth Federation one that gets absolutely slaughtered in the show. So pretty cool that we have all these variations. If I had to rank them, my least favorite would probably be the Earth Federation colors, because it's just a Zaku and GM Kai colors, which is kind of weird. And then the standard version's great, but you know, it's pretty basic. Neuen bidders is a little bit better because of the new effect parts, and then the Kimbareid Forces version and the green leg version are probably my favorite, just because of all the accessories. So they're all very fantastic figures. I mean, even my least favorite one here, this one is absolutely great. So if you have a chance of picking these up and you don't already have them, I would absolutely get them. So for $75 and change, I picked up this Zaku II F2 variation. And it's a pretty good looking one. You know, the color scheme is done right, albeit, you know, it's really easy. It comes with all the accessories that this figure needs, and it comes with two really cool effect parts. One disappointing thing with the effect parts, this little plug piece, I actually tried to plug it into my Act 5 stand, and this peg is actually a little bit too big, and it wouldn't plug in, so these are just sitting on the stand, which isn't that big of a deal. I thought it was a cool little gimmick, but you know, I don't know if that's just me or maybe I'm doing something wrong, but you know, I just couldn't get it to work. But it is a nice looking Zaku II variant. You know, if you're trying to buy all the figures to make the Kimbareid forces, you know, if you're buying a bunch of Dom Tropins and Zaku II F2s, you know, you really need this one. If you want a green leg Zaku, I would say, you know, get one or two of these, and you know, get them now while they're a little bit cheaper, because this one, you never know, it may very well shoot up in price. I doubt it. Being an ace model, I don't think it's going to be that crazy in price, but you know, who knows. So with that said, hopefully I'll get my ground Gundams here soon, get those reviewed, and maybe I'll pick up some other stuff along the way. I know I have the GOG sitting around that I need to review soon. So and then you have all the cool stuff that's getting announced and released. The Gun Tank mass production version got announced, the Goof Custom, and the Hyakushiki Kai mass production type. So let me know in the comments if you got Neuen Bitter Zaku, what you think of it, and I will see y'all next time.